Hello. Can you see it on the stream, anyone?
The stream's on the TV. We're waiting.
Yeah.
So if you wait, you're just going to be looking at each other.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
We're up. We're up. We're up.
There we go. It looks like
Okay.
we're working.
Yes.
There we go. Thank you for waiting, guys. We are up and running. We're very excited to bring you some fantastic Excel action tonight. Oh, we have that.
Oh, I'm over the moon excited to see how the competitors do in the speed run.
Yeah. So for anyone unsure what's going on here, we are taking Harry Gross's latest case called "We're Not in Kansas Anymore," inspired by The Wizard of Oz.
Oh my God, I love
It's so exciting.
it. What a great case.
And this is going to be a real testament to compare OA robot users to the infamous.
The Diarmuid early, the LeBron James of Excel. Sorry,
I was waiting for the layup, but LeBron, and I laid it up and you dunked it to the ground. So yes, the LeBron James Diarmuid early.
Yeah, we're very excited. I think the OA robot crew have been practicing. I'm not sure how quick they've got it. I've heard quite a few tales of some very quick turnarounds. We'll see if it holds up, and we'll see how Dim does. What do you think? How do you think this is going to go down?
I believe wholeheartedly in the OA robot users. I feel like it's time for Dim to take the knee. Sorry, he's in the room. I forget that it's not a one-on-one. You made it so comfortable. I was being vulnerable with you, and then the whole back of the room is in awe. But I don't know. I mean, I'm ready to be shocked.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. It'll be great to see this. We're coming off quite a high today with Erik winning one of the awards at the Global Excel Summit. There we go. So very exciting to see people using OA robot in this new way, speed running Excel esports. I think my fastest speed run has been 29 minutes on a 30-minute case. I don't know about you. But...
Yeah, no, see, I'm the comedic relief of the team today. I'm statistically very average at competing, but I do bring good vibes. And so to bring the vibes up even further, we've got Jack Kennedy, who's going to explain the format today.
There you go.
Hello. So I'm making this format up as we're going along. We started out thinking, let's all go head to head on a speed run. And then we realized one of us is dim. And the rest of us are a bit dim.
How long have you been sitting on that one?
I know, that was literally just came out the second.
Wow, the talent is teaming.
So we decided we'd team up against him, which felt a bit more friendly than the number of rules that we originally came out with to disadvantage him. So now there's only one rule, and that is you're going up against one of us at a time and restarting the race from the beginning.
Okay, so we're going to be starting in who's going first?
Well, I believe it's the humble MVP, Mr. Giles Mail.
That one back
There
here.
we go. So I think we've got Giles versus Dim for levels 1 and 2. Harry, can you come give us? We're going to talk to Giles first, see how he's feeling, but then we're going to come to you to give us a little overview of the case and where you think the sticking points are. Giles, how are you feeling? Are you feeling humble?
No, I'm feeling horrendous. I mean, I wanted a light introduction into Excel esports, and I'm speed running against LeBron James. How would you feel?
How would I feel? I've gone up against him. It's gone very well for him.
Fantastic. I've had some Guinness to cope. I'll get ready.
Absolutely. See you in there. Harry, step on up.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. So give us a little bit of a precursor on what we can expect in this first round.
I think we can expect a very fast first round between Dim and Giles, especially Giles, who I think has been rumored to do this in under 30 seconds.
And
Big
so
expectations
for
there.
those unaware of the case itself, can you give us like a little teaser of what is going to be happening in level 1 and 2?
So in level 1 and 2, they're going to be modeling Toto, who is Dorothy's little dog and can only walk one cell at a time. So they'll have to work out kind of how far Toto's going to walk and kind of the brick numbers that Toto's going to walk over.
Perfect. Okay. Well, thank you so much for the introduction. Are our competitors ready? Okay, we're gonna.
Shall I say? I'm probably going to shout at your mic over here. But what we're going to do is you both start at the same time. We're going to start the timer on the screen, and whoever finishes first jumps up and shouts, "Hey, I'm done." At that point, the other person takes their hands off the keyboard, and Harry will be our invigilator to check that you have, in fact,
If
won.
I finish first, I'm jumping on Dim.
Okay. In case anyone's missed that at home, when a competitor finishes, they're going to throw up their hands to say they're done, except for Giles, who's just going to jump on top of Dim in the hope that that incapacitates him. Harry is our judge. Do we need the countdown? Hands off the laptops, please. Amber, do you want to give us a countdown?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Excel.
Excellent. Right, we're going to start, I think, by jumping straight into Giles' screen, because I've heard tell that he goes very quickly, and he's already diving into OA Robot. I saw a flash of movement a moment ago. I think he's done some quite a lot of what we got there.
A really nicely named pre-worked function. Oh goodness.
Wow, he's already got level 1 done. I hope Dim's feeling well. Can we have a quick look at Dim, see how Dim's getting on? Let's have a look. Let's see. Dim's got some custom lambdas going on. He's adding things up.
Fun fact about Giles.
Oh! Oh!
Whoa!
That was like 29 seconds. No, 43 seconds. So I'm looking at a
Wow.
delayed thing.
Even
There we go.
Giles ended 2 seconds after Dim. Let's see if Harry confirms the result.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Harry to check it. Adjudicator, who
We've got
do
a
we
winner.
have?
Dim has won.
There we go. Amazing.
Oh my god.
That was. I think it took me about
Post-game
6
interview
minutes
with
to get
the
to that
humble
stage.
MVP.
Let's start with Giles. How you feeling?
Actually, not too bad. I think 2 seconds behind the LeBron. I'll take that for now. Good. Very good.
Yeah, and Giles, are you going to be using OA Robot for all of your Excel esports going forward? Is that the plan?
It's already the plan, yeah. Lambdas, OA Robot, I think that's the only way you have a chance.
Yeah, that was outrageous. My hair was blown away before I could even comment. Which, speaking of hair, 2016 was the year one of our our friends in the room was born, and that's the last year Giles was documented with hair on his head. So crazy.
There we go. Not only has he lost, but he is being beat up. Dim,
Oh my God,
can
what
we
did I
get a
say?
quick word with you before we jump into the
I
next
mixed my
round?
stuff up. No, Lily was born in.
Born in 1999, I
Graduated in 2016.
There we go.
Regardless, he's not seen it in quite a while.
Right, Dim, what were you doing? You weren't using OA Robot. What was your approach?
Well, I used OA Robot to import my lambdas. I did use my lambdas in the second level, but yeah, first level was just I named a range and then used regular formulas.
Calm, cool, collected. Dim.
40-something seconds. I don't know how.
Honestly, that was the level I was most worried about.
It only goes up from here, guys. That's insane.
So we've got some fighting talk there from Dim. He said that this is the only level he was worried about. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Paraphrase.
It was a level you're most worried about.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't
But,
know.
if that was your most worried. What's the next hardest? Is the next level 3 and 4 is that easy, and then level 4, 5, and 6 it gets hard, or where's the trouble?
I think 3 and 4 are probably harder for me because I have a lambda that fits 5 and 6 pretty well. But like 1 and 2, there wasn't much room to differentiate because you can just solve them really quickly. So I don't know. There's still a lot of wild card because it's possible that these guys have crazy lambdas that will smash 3, 4, 5, or 6 very quickly, and I'll get through them reasonably quickly. But
Now to
other than
level the playing field between you and Giles, how well can you split the G on a Guinness? We'll catch you at the bar later and we'll test.
I am an Irish teetotaler. Very controversial position there. It's like being an Excel user who uses VLOOKUP.
We love
There
to
we
see
go.
it.
Right, we're going to
Thank
set
you
up
so much.
the next round now, which I think is it Erik versus Dim, the creator of OA Robot himself. What can you tell us about Erik, Amber?
I'm going to save my roasting for afterwards, but I would love to ask you some pre-game questions. Come on in. So, Erik, how are we feeling about the competition today?
Horrified.
Oh, no. You're going to
Horrified.
do so good.
All I can say is you should show my screen first because, like, the first 30 seconds will be the most exciting.
Hey, we love that. We've got award-winning Erik Ohm here. Humblest, possibly more humble than someone else in the room. It's kind of crazy.
You won't be seeing the unpivot lambda today.
Okay, so how much practice did you put in for today?
I practiced a good chunk today.
Okay, I think
Yes.
good chunk is close to metric ass ton in my English units. So I'm excited to see how it goes.
Not nearly enough.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm just
Okay.
going to give the people at home a nice view of Eric's grand award there for his unpivot lambda. As you said, not using it in this case, but plenty of other things lined up, I think. Are we just lining up?
Okay,
Harry,
and
can we
then-
get a quick chat about these levels?
Of course. So in levels 3 and 4, we're going to be following Dorothy and the Scarecrow. So the Scarecrow is going to be using his enormous brains to start on a cell and then move to the cell up, down, left, or right with the biggest number. And he's going to do that repeatedly over and over until he gets stuck. And actually, that's quite a tricky thing to do in Excel because there's a bit of the kind of the while loop aspect of keep going and going and going until you get stuck isn't very natural. And then after that, we're going to Dorothy, and Dorothy is going to be testing out some beautiful silver slippers that the Good Witch has given her. So she'll be walking along the top of the yellow brick road, down one row, back along again, and she'll keep moving in this snake pattern. The Scarecrow level especially is actually quite hard, so it'll be very interesting to see how the participants have kind of come up with quick ways to do it.
So in, you said level 4, correct? Had the silver spurs?
That's right.
Well, the funny thing is she's traveled all the way here and she brought me some silver slippers. So whoever wins this case, feel free to wear these all the way home.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Harry. And I think, Amber, you aren't the only one with silver slippers. I think they've been furnished to all sorts of people as of late. I think Paul Barnhurst had some recently.
Yep, I think Giles Mail also has some silver slippers. Lily and Liana Garish also has her own pair. And then I believe Jack has her own pair of like silver gray sparkly. So the sparkle is continuing to spread because glitter doesn't come off of anything. So
There we go. Very exciting. Just looking over at the laptops. Are we ready to start this next level? There we go.
oh, wow.
Okay, so let's set up with Eric's screen because we've been told that's the most exciting. I'll give you the countdown this time. So competitors in 3, 2, 1, excel. Okay,
which
let's
one's
have a
Erik?
look.
Which one's Erik?
Which one is Erik? Let's have a look what Erik is doing. I think this one's Erik here with lots going on side by side.
I think I'm going to leave them
Yeah,
open.
this is Erik here with
With OA
his
Robot.
OA robot. So just to clarify for anyone watching, these competitors have seen this case before. This was Harry's case from Road to Las Vegas round 1. So they have seen it before. They have solved it before. Dim had a fantastic solution, and the others have prepared some OA robot shortcuts to try and help. I can see OA robot. This is Erik's creation. He's got a couple of lambdas built in and some things. User input requested. He's splitting things into categories, I think. Hard to tell, but he's using that to then sum up all the values. So I think he's using OA robot to try and build some recursive lambdas. I can see a snake lambda in there. I'm sure Diarmuid has got some good lambdas as well.
Oh my goodness, look at all of that.
Have you ever written a let function that big?
No, I don't. I think all of my let functions are like let A plus B equal something. And then I stop because that's about the limit. But in Office Hours with Amber, that is my April month goal is let. So catch me then.
Amazing.
While we watch, a fun fact about Erik is that he's been using Excel longer than I've been alive. I mixed up my facts earlier, but also his daughter Lily has the cutest little dog I found on Instagram.
Oh my goodness. I wish I had a picture. I was trying to find a picture of that dog
I
later.
know I should.
But fantastic.
I
So
want to go.
Erik definitely knows his stuff when it comes to finding his way around Excel. And I think that's where OA Robot has come from, trying to speed up what he calls micro automations. Is that right?
Yes. It started as this beautiful thing to help himself with, he has dyslexia. And so to be able to help himself create these micro automations that are spoken in English, he created this beautiful add-in. And now he's expanding to include others that can become, micro automation engineers, robot engineers. It's outrageous how much that guy can do.
Incredible. Right. We're seeing some things building up here.
Oh, what the hell?
There's got some big reactions in the room, I think, at the size of Dim's Lambda. He's expanding it for us to see.
Let's remember, size doesn't always matter, folks. It's about what the performance is.
As you say, A plus B is, if that gets the job done, it's perfect.
Exactly.
All right, how are we getting on? Are we close to an answer? They both look very focused on the webcams. Where are we going? So I can see Dim using by row, which is not the normal by row. This is an enumeration type lambda. I can't remember who originally it came from, but I know I've definitely seen it on GitHub. Lots of people sharing their lambda collections on GitHub, and I think Erik is building things into OA Robot to make it easier to import those GIST repositories.
You know what?
He's just smiling to himself now.
We love an X lookup. Here's the thing: is sometimes it's simple formulas that have big impact. So I love to see it, and using the hash reference to make it dynamic. Beautiful work, Erik.
Absolutely. There's a few cases on the older Excel esports stuff where I've put out solutions using only XLOOKUP. So if it works, don't fix it. I mean, you're not going to beat Dim on a head-to-head normally, but in one of these setups where it's helping you bridge one of the gaps, it's a really powerful function and quite easy to work with.
Oh, here we go. He's still working.
We thought we had some. We've got some ref errors going on here.
Control-Shift-V, man. Paste his values.
He was referencing the wrong sheet by the looks of things, so he's just making a couple of quick tweaks. Can we see where Erik is up to?
Yes, we can.
Oh, Dim is done. Dim is out. Our adjudicator.
Oh my gosh.
Have we got an adjudicator checking the results?
Referee, please.
Where were we at with that timer? Is that 4 minutes? 4 minutes,
Wow.
15 seconds. What do you think, Amber?
I think I've had bowel movements longer than 4 minutes and 15 seconds, so that is quite impressive to me.
There we go. Well, I'm just looking over to make sure that everything's in order over there, but I'm assuming it is. Dim has some very fast scores even when he's not seen the case before, so I'm not surprised that he's smashed
to be
through
well
that.
practiced, given a second, third, fourth opportunity to do this is actually kind of wild. They're reviewing the tapes. I'm also on the edge of my seat to see if it all came through. I don't know if I'd be able to emotionally recover from like a start-stop that situation. Do we know how close Erik was?
I don't know.
Oh,
Did you finish it? Were you close to finishing? Did you get there, Erik? We're getting a no. We'll get an interview of Erik in a moment to see how we got on. There's still some evaluation going on.
Evaluating.
Which
A fun fact about Dim while we wait is that he was publicly recognized for having his dogs out in Vegas. If you're unfamiliar with dogs, it's the American term for toes.
I was worried where you were going with
look
that.
him up
Amber.
on WikiFeet. It sells for probably $10 a pop. He's got a child. Let's make sure they stay fed. Feet photos of Dim.
I don't know, with fame from tonight's live stream, I'm sure we can increase that price.
Yeah, absolutely. $500 a pop.
Just cut us in when
Dim's
you're
toes.
splitting that
Dim's
up.
dogs.
Dim's
Yeah.
dogs. Is that why they're called hot dogs?
Yeah, hot dogs are also dogs. But, if you got your dogs out, it's like, oh, the dogs are barking. Feet.
There we go. I've definitely...
Yeah. exactly.
Who let the dogs out? Oh, there we go. All these things that we're learning that we've got wrong here. But
In
at
American
least,
culture, we don't have much. We've got a yes.
oh,
that
we've got
Dim
a
has
yes.
won
We are
round two.
confirmed that Dim has won. Fantastic. Where do you want to go first, Amber? Do you want to talk to Erik or Dim first to talk about that round?
Let's bring Erik in.
Erik,
see
come
how
on
he's
over.
doing.
Let's see how you're feeling, how close you were. We got a big sigh as you're coming over there.
Hey, I'm just happy that I competed because that was like super fun.
Good. Really glad. How are you getting on? How far through did you get?
My strategy was to do level 4 first before level 3 because I knew I could do that one really quick, and that was super fast. And then I was actually making good progress. I didn't have any problems. I was on my way. He's just so fast. It's like
Inhuman, almost robotic.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
the robot makes me like 10 times faster than normal, but that's still like way slower than Dim.
Separate question, unrelated. Can I pet your daughter's dog?
No, you cannot.
Oh, that's tough. Tough loss for me. Okay, back
Yes.
to you.
It was a tough loss for us too.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, that turned out way sadder than expected. I'm canceled, actually.
Okay. Amber's going to need a minute to recover from that.
That was not on the Instagram.
There we go.
So I'm sorry, guys.
Erik, Erik, what did you think of Giles's OA robot approach for that first set of levels?
I didn't watch it because I was so stressed out and focusing on my own screen. Plus, it all happened in just a few seconds, so it's like a blink and you miss it.
Were you expecting OA robot to be able to solve those levels that quickly? Because that was insanely fast.
Well, I could imagine. Yeah. Yeah, we have quite a few tricks up our sleeves with OA Robot. It's really all about turning those lambdas into actionable robot commands that you can trigger without having to do pretty much any typing. You can just type a couple characters and hit enter, and you have it wrapped around your existing formula. Yeah. So it makes it easy to do things quickly, but apparently not as fast as just typing the entire thing in one cell.
I mean, he did have, I think, the third longest let ever in existence. He does own the other two longest lets in existence.
I had a pretty long let after I used my generate let statement command and turned all my helper cells into one big let, but I didn't write it all in one cell. So you don't have to be able to write it all in one cell in order to do that anymore.
That's another great use of OA Robot just there. The ability to put complex things into a let function at a couple of clicks and even say what you want as the parameters and what you want as static, cycle through those for checking. It's a really, really useful tool.
Absolutely. I had nothing to add. You already said everything and more. So
sorry, Amber, I thought you were.
Nope, you're good.
There. Excellent. Right.
All right.
Dim, you're looking very confident and relaxed over there. Shall we see if we can disrupt you just by pulling you over?
Let's see what other cancelable things I can say today. So
I don't know if you heard the comments earlier.
Yeah,
Dim,
I think what we found is that sometimes size does matter when it comes to writing let functions. So in the moment, what kind of pressure did you feel, or did you feel no pressure? Was it seamless breeze? How were you feeling?
I mean, level 3 was definitely the harder one, but that went pretty much as I had planned, so that was fine. So the one difference that we agreed is, like, I had practiced doing the whole 6 levels, but Jack said, fair enough, that to keep it a level playing field, I should start each pair of levels from a new file. And so then I thought, oh, I can't name both of the ranges for the one that works with both of them. That'll waste too much time. So I'll just reference it. And then I wrote the formula and copied the formula over to a different sheet and forgot to insert the sheet name. And I should have just taken the 1 second to insert the named range. So that left me, I think you saw me flailing around with ref errors for a while. That was stressful, but aside from that.
I saw no flailing. It was calm, cool, collected. Not even a sweat drop, nothing. So if you felt stressed, we didn't see any of it.
In that case, I felt no stress.
Excellent. Right, I think we're going to get you set up then for the final stretch. Harry, can we get a quick lowdown on, what is this, levels 5 and 6? And then we'll hear from Jack in a minute, who is going to be facing up against him for the final. Right, Harry, tell us about these final levels.
Right. So in these in these final levels, the Tin Man and the Cowardly Lion are involved, and both of the questions test how close bricks are to each other. So at the first of the levels, we're saying the Tin Man wants to find love, and he will find his true love where we all do, on brick number 96. And so the question is, what's the minimum number of steps for him to get to brick number 96? And then the Cowardly Lion is a bit like the contestants who are doing this case, in that they're scared of big numbers and merged cells. So the Cowardly Lion is going to kind of within 3 steps move to the smallest brick that he can.
Excellent. Right, we're just going to very quickly get a pre-game feel from Jack, who is in full Dim Slayer Liana with Dim on the hat outfit, as seen in Vegas. There we go. Jack, what's your approach? How are you feeling?
Well, I'm hoping to psych him out by wearing the Liana Dim Slayer outfit with the adjusted actual Dim on the hat. Apart from that, I don't think I've breathed for about 2 hours. So I should probably take a breath at some point. That's my only plan right now.
Deep breath together. You're going to be perfect. There's no sweat. Last question for the group is this a family show? Should I be like,
It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. It's too late.
The dogs are out.
The dogs are absolutely out. Okay. Just wanted to ask before I go further. Okay, keep going.
Jack,
Keep going on what?
Jack is a few of panic there. Clearly has been paying more attention to getting ready to shooting Dim down
Yeah.
than what Amber has
Getting
been
a
up
Dim
to.
to hurry up and get set up. So
Okay, well, speaking of, you better go get set up. So just to talk about this case a little bit more, did you have a go at it for round 1?
Here's the thing about this is level 6 and 7, correct?
Yes.
So here's what happened when I did the attempt the first time. I got through level 1 and 2, and then a bonus, and then I started 3, tanked it, and then we did another practice section. I got through 3 and 4, and then continued to tank. And so really, I've never even gotten to touch 6 and 7 by then. Completely blank in the mind. However, number 7 does look like a very standard industrial engineering problem. So I'm very excited to see how they handle it. But yeah, what about you? How far did you get through it?
Yeah, I think I got reasonably far through and then forgot how the competition works. So completely forgot to post anything past, I think, level 2 onto the submission portal. But there were some good rounds. I've not had much of a chance to look at it since, but the theme was fantastic. Some of those bonuses based on coloured cells, certainly some lambda breaking features there, although how long they'll be lambda proof, I don't know. As I'm sure people have already got things ready for that. I'm just going to have a quick look over. Are we all set up? Ready? No, we don't have Dim.
Grab some water.
He's running to phone someone for tips on how to get through the yellow brick road.
See, the funny thing is they find love on brick 96, and I only find love on brick 69. So it's unfortunate. I asked if it was a family show, and y'all said no. So too late.
There we go. Even the humble MVP is outraged.
You guys did not field the commentators well, so I'm making you all regret this decision.
Okay, Jack has gone for an interesting approach just now. She's decided that wearing the wrong glasses is going to help. So we're just going to wait a second while that gets set up and while people calm down from that outrageous behavior.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Oh.
Right. We'll just hold on one second. Well, while Jack is looking for her glasses, can you tell me about some of your favourite British delicacies?
The delicacies I love so far is just the words y'all say is like calling it maths.
Yeah.
Like there's a plural to it. Oof, I love doing maths.
I mean,
here.
mathematics.
Yes.
I was more thinking like chocolate biscuits. What chocolate
I've not
biscuits
had
do you like?
enough, but however, we did have fish and chips for lunch today.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So good.
Did you
See, back in my country, we call them digestibles, and that is not what they're called. So.
Yeah, so the digestive biscuits we were confidently informed by Amber that they were digestives,
Oh yeah.
which
Yeah, I'm in the grocery store and I'm like on the like kind of international island. I'm like, ooh, digestives. What's going on here? And it's like, oh no, Amber, it's just exactly the way it's written. So
Yeah.
sometimes we kind of overcomplicate things, and I think that's similar to my Excel competition game. Is I forget how to read during the competition, and so I'll like start reading, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna answer this so well, and then I start answering a completely different thing that nobody asked for, and so comparable all the way through life.
I feel that through and through. Very similar experience for me, other than the fact I just don't even try to read it. I know I'm going to read it wrong. It looks like
Okay.
we're getting the sign of ready to go. So I think
Perfect.
let's start with Jack's screen on screen. And Amber, do you want to give us a countdown?
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Excel. Which one?
Okay, I think this is Jack on our screen here. And let's see. Yeah, that looks like Jack, because he just jumped straight into OA Robot. We've got a few things going on. Can you see what's being typed there?
Almost.
We're having a little bit of a fuzzy screen on our displays here, so it's hard for us to read that. I hope you're seeing it a little bit clearer at home. Apologies if not. She's wrapping a few functions in OA Robot. Let's have a look. So it looks like it's level 5 and 6 rather than 6 and 7. So, as Harry said, we've got Tin Man looking for love. We've got Jack doing a dance there. I hope everyone saw that on the stream.
Oh, we've got a file. Oh, I see.
We're definitely going to have Jack dancing on stream in a minute if she
guest
wins.
commentation? Come on in.
Erik, how are you feeling about what's going on here?
I'm excited.
Right.
I believe
so
this one is Jack.
This one is Jack. We've
Is
got some
this coming?
very confident sounds coming from Jack's computer. The OA robot is flying. What do you think of that OA robot use, Erik?
Yeah, it's looking great.
Really impressive stuff.
So Jack is actually using a newer version of OA Robot that is quite a bit faster than the older version.
You were saying about these top secret, nobody must know OA robot version. What was it?
This is the new 7.01 version.
Mm.
There we go. Exciting changes coming to OA robot users.
Wow.
So what? Oh my goodness! What? Right, let's get an adjudicator in there quickly.
Female! Woo, woo, woo.
That was
Holy cow.
Wow.
1 minute 58 seconds.
I don't even know what
Wicked.
happened.
Yeah, I'm completely. Yeah.
Amber,
Future
1
is
minute
female.
58 seconds. The future is female. Absolutely.
That was wild.
The future belongs to the women and the robots.
Yeah.
We all knew it was coming.
Wait, has it been confirmed?
We will
Oh,
just confirm it.
Waiting on confirmation.
I'm not expecting any surprises from the confirmation, although Harry is a very thorough checker.
True. He's creating suspense, creating a little bit of drama. I think that's important.
Absolutely. I'm looking over at the Dim Slayer extraordinaire, rightly wearing the Dim Slayer outfit.
Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. Check faster.
Erik keeps tilting his head like, oh, what? What are you
We are
saying
just
about that?
confirming these results.
Wrong, just lie.
Yeah.
It's a lookup in an array for.
Harry is being very thorough here and making sure he's checking the actual logic going on, so they've not just happened upon some fake lambda to generate the right answers because they know the right answers ahead of time. I think that's what's going on. He wants to make sure that they are correct. So Jack
That was
has
a personal
just
best for
seen.
Jack.
Sorry, go ahead, Amber.
At 1 minute and 58 seconds, that 158.8, she set a personal record, which she has been just practicing her little fingies off today. So that is wild work.
Absolutely. So I think Harry is just doing the final checks. As I say, he is making sure that all the logic holds up, and it's not that someone has just put in some fake lambda to generate
because
those
they have
answers.
practiced this case before, so it is important to make sure that the logic is sound and someone didn't just paste the answers in, because I imagine looking at it that many times you could just type all the numbers in. So it is an important task that he's doing. I just wish he could do it a little faster.
Absolutely. But we have you, so we're getting some insight into what's happened here. One of the lambdas which Jack has used alongside OA Robot is a lambda. There we go.
Confirmed winner. Jack has won. She has defeated. She
Jack has
slayed Dim, so she is truly the Dim Slayer.
She is donning the humble coat to humbly win.
Absolutely.
So we're going to get Jack over here. We're going to pass over to Erik for a second.
I just want to say really quick that the purpose of OA Robot is to make other people better, not necessarily make me better. And I just think it's totally awesome to see people using it and doing so well. You were awesome.
Absolutely, Erik.
That's really cool.
The stuff you're doing with Robot is, as you say, it's to make everyone faster, whatever they're doing. And I think this is proof of that. So are you feeling humble?
So humble. I'm wearing the humble coat and the humble glasses. I know. It's just like, woo.
This is an important moment in history, not only for you, for me, for all women everywhere, to show that Dim is possible to beat.
I think it's always important when you have that first victory, as evidenced by Liana and the Dim Slayer moment. Woo! And then the second victory comes in, that's when you really start to cement it. Dim is now going to be beaten by girls everywhere.
I can see him quaking in his boots over there.
Should we bring Dim over?
Should we bring him over for some commiseration talk? Let's see. How does it feel? You must have been feeling confident after those first 2 rounds. How close were you to getting some answers?
I was probably like 20, 30 seconds from finishing. Like, I think Jack beat me by more than I beat the other 2 put together.
Okay. So I mean, you had a very fast score in that first round. That second round, I think, was the longest round we had, because this round smashed it out. But you think you were still less than a minute away from getting there.
Less than a minute.
So it would have been your faster round than round 2.
Yeah.
To be fair, I hit my best time so far.
So Jack.
I did hit my best time so far. When I did a quick practice round earlier in a break from setting up, I was over 4 minutes. So he would have beaten me if I was doing as I did earlier.
There we go. So as I was starting to say earlier, before we had it confirmed, one of the lambdas we were hearing from Jack that she was using was a grid to coal lambda. Can you tell us about that, Jack?
I believe we should ask Liana back here. I've completely stolen this one from Liana. You want to come across in? Right, Liana, maybe you can tell us a bit about grid to coal.
Yeah, I made that one a while ago. Oh my god, the shades! I was watching one of Andrew Nye's live streams, a live solve of one of the cases, and I basically took what he did for a solve and turned it into a lambda. So it's really thanks to him.
And just talk us through what grid to coal is doing.
So if you have a grid with a bunch of different values in it, it sort of takes it and puts it in a tall and skinny table with the cell addresses, the values, the rows and columns and such. And so you can do a lot of distance manipulations and other things a lot faster with it.
Awesome. And Jack, how does that work with Harry's mischievous merged cells on the yellow brick road?
So honestly, I did use it. I don't think I used it that much in the first one, but I did use some of the code of it in my lookup RC lambda, which I used in the first level to create a distance function. And then in the second function, I used the grid to coal to generate all the values, and then a distance on the current value versus each of the values. And that gave me the distance, which I could just filter, sort, and just keep the first row of using OA Robot. And then I just did a save lambda and a little dance while I was waiting for the save lambda to kick in. And
we did see the dance. Can we see this dance? We did see you quickly doing it on stream,
I accidentally did a dance once on my brother's stream, and he kept a recording of it. It was a really embarrassing, like, old lady dance, and he kept a recording of it and showed it every time he had a break on for years afterwards.
Jack, there's
So I'm
nothing
not doing
embarrassing about a dance you do when beating Diarmuid early.
that. Why, thank you.
I have a question for Harry. I mean, one of the great things that Harry was aiming for with this case, which I think when it first came out was quite successful, was making it lambda proof. How do you feel now?
I think my lambda proof efforts have been thoroughly thwarted by everybody here and by people live on the case as well. It was not a successful attempt, but I'll try harder next time.
There we go. More things to worry about from Harry Cross. Amber, anything else you want to add?
I think this was my first and last opportunity to do commentating, so thank you so much for having me. Pending you need someone to really get us all canceled, I'll be back.
I think you guys are in a
Amazing. Amazing. Jack is filling us with praise, but I think when she rewatches the live stream, she might have
Like,
some other ideas.
What in the feral
But,
cat is that? Yeah.
I have one more question for Jack, our champion.
I'm
Can you-
very proud of the champion. He has actually won 2-1.
We are not arguing, Jack. At the very, you are the champion in your round. At the very least, you took down Diarmuid early.
Yeah.
Tell us about how you were using OA Robot and how, in general, OA Robot is speeding up your work.
So, I guess if anyone's been watching any of my videos, I'm a bit of an OA Robot fanatic. I managed to get on the beta channel after meeting Erik a year ago, and I've just been able to use Robot in pretty much everything. When I first got Robot, I hated that I couldn't use it in my actual work, because I'd go to work and start using Excel. I'm like, nothing works. It's just not flowing the way that it flows when you have OA Robot and you can just do things. But in a situation like this, when you're kind of testing out a speedrun, you can always think of a faster way to do that, and then you can just kind of like, you know, play around with a bit in OA Robot to kind of get that to happen for you and tweak a few things here and there. And what I did there was saving my own lambdas, and that's my biggest thing, is instead of using data tables, which can be really slow sometimes, and I always have calculation issues, I went straight for generate a lambda, stick it in the answer, and copy down.
Amazing. And if anyone is seeing a clip of this elsewhere, they can follow your channel, which is called
Exaltism Jack. It's the one we're watching this one on. So
Yeah, but
we're
if some-
good here.
excellent. Someone might be seeing a clip elsewhere. I think everyone else on the stream have got channels of their own, including Amber and myself. I'm sure that they will be posted in the description if you're watching this after the fact. So thank you to all our competitors. I'm going to pass it back to Amber. What do you think, Amber? How's that going? Are you going to start using OA Robot in your preparation?
Yes, I think I need to start.
Sorry.
Need to start with some baby steps, just getting that. The nice thing is Erik does a beautiful job with his intro course, or like his intro orientation meeting, and so he talks you through the small and the large things that you can do and kind of inspires you to create things yourself. And so I think it's similar to product design, is like, what annoys you about what you're doing right now? I think I need to make an OA Robot command for center across selection, because I'm using that thing all day long and I will never merge in center again. So I'm like, I need to start with the basics, because I think a lot of the times we see players like Dim and Jack and Giles all do these crazy things, and then you're like, well, that can't be me. So that's why I like the approachability that he creates in show you what you could do, small to large. So I'll be taking some very baby steps.
Absolutely. Well, looking forward to seeing you chronicle your journey with that and with building up your let statements. Can we just get everyone involved behind us just to say a massive thank you to you all for being here, taking part, cheering people on. I hope everyone watching has enjoyed it as well. Shall we give us...
Oh, the trophy.
Shall we all just give a quick celebration for OA Robot? Congratulations, guys. Well competed, all of you. I think that is all we have time for, Amber.
Yep, that's all I got.
There we go. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, I guess keep on with the robots. Yeah. The robots are coming.
Woo!
Future is female. Robots are coming.